Hello, in this video we show you the location and how to remove and maybe replace the starter motor on Mercedes B-Class W169. The starter motor on this car is located on top of the transmission behind the intake manifold. So in order to get access to the starter motor, we're going to remove the intake manifold. Here I'm trying to show you where the location of it is, but it's very hard to see. It's just on the bottom down there. First, we start by disconnecting the battery. The battery is located in the passenger compartment. We'll just disconnect the negative terminal of the battery. Next, we're going to remove this CNG control unit. If the video is useful, please like and comment on the video and subscribe to the channel to see more videos like this. Next, we're going to remove this electrical connector and afterwards remove the air filter box. We also need to remove this vacuum line. To remove it, we just need to pull it out. We just put it to the side, and now we're going to remove the air filter box, which is held by two bolts. Next, we're going to start removing the intake manifold. To remove the intake manifold, we need to remove those bolts, 4 bolts first. There is one more bolt holding this metal panel on the rear, just there. When we remove that bolt, we can take out this metal plate. Next, we're going to disconnect those connectors on this side of the intake manifold. Next, we're going to remove the throttle body. This is the throttle body right there. It's held by 4 bolts. And also an electrical connector right there. Now we're going to disconnect the electrical connector. To disconnect it, there is two tabs on both sides that you need to push in and then pull out the connector. Next, we're going to remove the bolts holding the intake manifold on the inner side. There's like 10 bolts. I'm just trying to show you some of them because I'm not able to put my camera in there to see all the bolts. There are like 10 bolts. I'll give you a better view of them in a second. To get to all of those bolts, you need a long extension, and that's how you're going to take them out. Some of them you need to move some cables or hoses to the side so that you can get access to them. But these are all the bolts that we need to remove. Next, I'll show you a better view of where the bolts are on the intake manifold when I've removed them. Look where they are. These are all the bolts, two there, and another two there, 4, 6, 8, 9 bolts. There's also two bolts that we need to remove on the front of the intake manifold. They're right there on this metal plate. So to remove those inner bolts, you need a T40 Torx. That's the Torx that I'm going to be using, and a long extension like this. I'm not going to show you how I remove every bolt, but I've showed them their location, and I'll show you one or two bolts how to remove, and the rest of them are removed the same way. Here with this pry bar, I'm pushing, there is cables on the bottom just over the bolt. I'm pushing them to the side so that I can put my long extension in there so that I can remove the bolt. Next, we're going to remove the two bolts on the front. The bolts are located just behind those coils. One of them is there, and the other one is on the right. To remove the bolt, first we're going to remove this electrical connector for the coil, and now we're going to get more space. That's the two bolts removed. Now next we're going to remove this hose, this pipe for the CNG. It's in there. If your car doesn't have CNG, then you don't have that pipe. We also need to remove this nut for this cable, so that we can get more access. And now that everything is removed, we can move the intake manifold to the side, and we'll get access to the starter motor. I'm not going to remove the intake manifold completely. If you want to remove the intake manifold completely, the only thing left to do is just disconnect those hoses, and then you can take out the intake manifold. In my case, I'm only going to move it to the side and try and get access to the starter motor. Now I'll show you the location of the starter motor. It's located right there. The starter motor is held by two bolts, one on this side and one on the other side. And also we need to disconnect the power cable and the solenoid cable, which are held by two nuts. I'm just trying to show you where the two nuts are. They're located in there. Just there. To get access to the two nuts for the cables and also for the inner bolt of the starter motor, we need long extension. These are the sockets that I'm going to be using to remove all of the cables. This is 13mm for the power cable, 10mm for the solenoid cable nut, and for the two bolts on the starter motor, we're going to be using E12. And this is the long extension that I'm going to use to remove the two nuts and the inner bolt. We're going to put the extension in with one hand, and then with the other hand just try and put it onto the nut and then remove it. It's going to be a little bit difficult just to get access to those bolts, but you'll manage to do it eventually. Once you remove the two nuts and far bolt on the other side of the starter, then we're going to remove the other bolt, which is on this side. So that's the two nuts for the cables removed, and also the inner bolt of the starter motor is also removed. Next, we're going to remove the bolt on this side holding the starter motor. That's the bolt removed. Here you can see the starter is already turned. I've tried to take it out, but there is no space to take it out. So I'm going to have to remove the bolts for the thermostat housing and move the thermostat housing to the side in order to make space to remove the starter motor. The thermostat housing is held by 3 bolts. Once we remove those bolts, I will be able to take it out, but first we're going to drain the coolant. We're underneath the car, and this radiator has a drain plug which is right there. We need to turn it, and the coolant would start flowing. Once the coolant is drained, we're going to remove the 3 bolts holding the thermostat housing and put it to the side. Here you can see the thermostat is loose, so now I'm going to put it to the side a little bit and then try to take out the starter motor. And that's the starter motor out. Now you can repair it or replace it, and putting it back on is in the exact reverse order. Hopefully the video was helpful. Please like and comment on the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.